We welcome you to this broadcast of boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at the Botkins Athletic Complex where the Fort Loramie Redskins will take on the Botkins Trojans. Tonight's game brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Winners Meats, and NKTelco, all bringing you basketball from Botkins, where the Trojans will face the Fort Loramie Redskins. I'm Dave Helmstetter. We're bringing you the play-by-play and commentary for tonight's clash between these two teams. Botkins, they're 3-2 in league play, as is Fort Loramie. Redskins at 9-2 overall, Botkins at 6-4 overall. And of course, two teams met back earlier in the season, and it was a 56-21 victory for the Fort Loramie Redskins on Fort Loramie's home floor in quite convincing fashion. So tonight we also salute a couple of 1,000-point scorers, Carmen Huker and Jacob Plyman here tonight. They'll do that at halftime. We're also very honored to have them throughout our broadcast, and we'll talk to Carmen between the first and second quarters, and then Jacob a little bit later between the third and fourth quarters. Just moments away from the national anthem here on NKTelco Sports.
For the 187th time, our goal is for Botkins High School and the Shelby County Athletic League to be known for the highest level of good sportsmanship and competitive basketball.
Trojans under head coach Phil Groves, and Fort Loramie under coach Corey Britton, as it's a big weekend of basketball here on NKTelco Sports. Thanks for joining us.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Now we'll have the introduction of our starting lineups come up here in just a moment. Our starting lineups all brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies.
They are our referee, Mr. Nathan Baumgartner.
Nathan Baumgartner.
And Mr. Seth Middleton. Gentlemen, welcome to Botkins.
Seth Middleton, two of the three officials here tonight, as we're just about to get rolling on a Friday night, Botkins, Ohio. Starting lineup, as we said, brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies for the Fort Loramie Redskins. 9-2 and 3-2 overall. Number 11, there you see Caleb Maurer. averaging 17.2 points per game. Number 23, Ryan Holscher. And then number 20, Ethan Kaiser. Number 32, another senior, Darren Eilerman at 6'1". And number 35, a senior, Logan Eilerman. So the starters are Maurer, Holscher, Kaiser, Eilerman, and Eilerman for the Fort Loramie Redskins. And as is the custom, the lights are dimmed here at the Botkins Athletic Complex for the introduction of the Trojans starting lineup.
Okay, Trojan fans, welcome to game number 11. And get up, get on your feet and make some noise for head coach Tom Burns and his Botkins Trojans. Starting at one guard is a 5'8" sophomore, number 1, Colin.
5'8" sophomore, Colin Dosick, averaging 4.6 points per game.
Starting at another guard is a 5'10" junior, number 2, Rylan Paul.
And number 2, a junior at 5'10", Rylan Paul in the starting lineup tonight.
Guard position, a 6'2" senior, number 21,
Brant Berger, a 6'2" senior.
starting at one forward is a 6'4" junior,
And
number 24.
a 6'4" junior, Jordan Herzog, number 24. And the senior, Carter Plyman at 6'5", the leading scorer for the Trojans, 18.9 points per game. That's the starting lineup tonight for the Botkins Trojans, all brought to you by Emerson Climate Technologies. And we'll move on to the keys to the game tonight, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for the Fort Loramie Redskins, 9-2 on the season. Number 1, they want to play with great intensity on defense. Number 2, hard physical effort. And number 3, they want to get off to a fast start. For the Botkins Trojans under head coach Phil Groves, they want to match the Fort Loramie physicality. And number 2, they want to control the pace of play, the tempo. And they're seeking offensive efficiency tonight. Keys to the game tonight, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Botkins inside, Plyman, shot no good. Rebound will come down to the Redskins. Fort Loramie with the basketball in the first minute of play. Down the lane, shot no good by Eilerman. Rebound cleared away by Herzog. He'll bring it up court, looks to his right side. Paul, one of the starters tonight, he'll handle the basketball. Dosick. Botkins trying to reverse the outcome of the first meeting of these two teams. 56-21. Fort Loramie, led by Ethan Kaiser, had a fantastic night on their home floor. Into the lane, Dosick, left-handed layup. Got it. Colin Dosick puts Botkins into the lead here in the early going. Two 2-0 our score. With the basketball is Holscher. Back out front, it goes to Kaiser. Kaiser into the lane. 3-point shot by Caleb Maurer puts his team back up 3-2 on our First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Paul across the timeline comes back to the left side. Dosick, Herzog will have it. Herzog will come out. Dosick. Lyman at the free throw line. Paul out front. They move it over to Herzog. Trying to run that cut through is Brant Berger. He'll go back over to the right side. Moving the basketball. There's Berger, and he'll hit. Grant Berger. It really gets the crowd going as Botkins jumps out to a 7-3 lead. Berger, of course, against Fort Recovery, pumped home 6 threes in the second half and helped propel Botkins to the win. But there's the counter. Ethan Kaiser with the three-pointer. Paul with it. Out front is Herzog. He'll go to the right side and Dosick. Berger. Dosick in, trying to sneak into the lane. Cut off there. Good defense by Holscher. From the corners, Paul. Shot's a little bit off. A rebound is going to come down to Darren Eilerman, 6'1" senior. Good position on the boards, and Fort Loramie will come right back at it. Holscher. He'll push it back out to Eilerman, and Caleb Maurer, the leader of this Fort Loramie offense. He comes into tonight's game averaging 17.2 points per game. One of the premier players in the Shelby County Athletic League, along with Carter Plyman, two of the best. We're watching them here tonight on NKTelco Sports.
Substitution into the game for Botkins, number 23, Noah Top.
Noah Top, a sophomore.
In for Loramie, number 50, Austin Plyman.
And Colton Plyman, another sophomore, into the lineup for Botkins. So a pair of sophomores off the Botkins bench. And number 50, Austin Plyman, 6'5" senior, in for Fort Loramie. Ball goes inside to Plyman. Left-handed turnaround shot, no good, and a rebound comes down to Colton Plyman. Carter Plyman has it, top of the key. There's the shot, knock it home. Noah Top. He'll hit the three, and the Trojans are off to a good start offensively. 10-6 as we go under the 4-minute mark on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Into the lane goes Holscher. Jump shot no good. Carter Plyman. Lead pass. Top. Same spot. Hits the top of the board. So that'll be Fort Loramie basketball.
Back into the game for the Trojans, number 1.
Paul will go out and Colin Dosick will return to the Trojan lineup. As one would anticipate, high energy here in the start of this contest. 3.5 to go, first quarter. Maurer kind of walked it up slowly. He's got the basketball. Gets it back over to Eilerman. Looking inside, Plyman trying to post up against another Plyman. Kaiser. Back over to Maurer. Maurer, 15-footer, got it. He's got 5. And it's 10-8. Fort Loramie down by 2. Colton Plyman gets it back out to Herzog. Dosick thought about it for a moment. Maurer's on him, so Dosick will pull it back out. Right side to Herzog. Carter Plyman making the cut inside. They'll bring it back out front. Plyman will get it. Back out top. He's open. Got it. Sophomore off the bench has got a couple of threes, and it's 13-8. We've seen it in previous games. The young sophomore coming right along for the Trojans, and he's come off the bench tonight and hit a pair of threes. 5-point Botkins lead. Maurer. Back over to Eilerman. Botkins bench encouraging the defensive performance. They want that high intensity on defense. Into the lane goes Holscher. He's cut off there, and he'll bring it back out. Holscher works with it. Back over to Maurer. Logan Eilerman is in the corner. There's the steal, or almost a near steal by Herzog. Shot up, no good by Eilerman. It'll go out of bounds, and Fort Loramie maintains it. Aiden Weirman, number 33, the senior, into the lineup. And ball goes out of bounds, and I think Botkins will hang on to it. Minute 23 to go, first quarter, 13-8. Botkins with the early lead. Maurer, shot is short, out of the hands of Plyman on the rebound. And let's see if the Trojans can do something with the basketball. Dosick back over on the left side is Carter Plyman. He wants to move into the lane, but there's going to be a foul as Ethan Kaiser stops him from going inside, but also draws the foul. Into the lane goes Dosick. Ball kicked away. Turnover by Botkins. Eilerman will take the shot. No good. Battle for the rebound. Comes back down to Fort Loramie. Shot no good. Carter Plyman with the rebound as we're into the final seconds of play. First quarter action. Clock coming up on 30 seconds. Botkins will be patient with the basketball. They're up by 5. Carter Plyman back over the top. Plyman with it. Clock counting down into the final seconds here of quarter number 1. Long range 3. Shot is short. Plyman will grab the rebound. That's going to be it. First quarter's over. Our score, Botkins 13, Fort Loramie 8, and we'll be back here in just a moment. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
And we're back here at Botkins, and between the first and second quarters, and maybe a little longer, we got a special guest, Jacob Plyman, and Jacob joins us. And Jacob, quite a night for you here tonight. 1,000 points, quite a career milestone, and I guess what does the recognition mean for you?
It just means a lot that Botkins has given this back to me. I love this town, I love this community, and I hope that some of the younger kids here watching this can hopefully achieve this one day.
And can you give us a little bit about what's happening in your life right now at Tiffin?
I'm just going through the season right now. I'm just playing some games, working hard in practices, and trying to take advantage of the opportunities that I do get.
How much of a step up is it for you?
It's tough. It's tough. Everyone's bigger, everyone's faster, everyone's stronger. People tell you that going into it, but, it's nothing compared to when you actually get there and experience it. So it's just a lot of work. You got to work hard and just got to get better every day.
When you take a look at about your career, and I know there's a lot of wonderful memories and things like that, but as you look at it a year after or, a little bit later, what stands out the most in your mind?
This question is going to be pretty easy to answer. It's going to be winning that state championship. That's the goal of every kid playing in their driveway, and being able to accomplish that with some of my best friends that I still text every day. That's just a memory that I'm going to remember forever.
Right now, we got a 13-8 score. Fort Loramie with the basketball. We're talking with Jacob Plyman. And you take a look at some of the milestones that you had. First, you're playing at Division II Tiffin University in the Great Midwest Athletic Conference. That's the, in Southwest District Player of the Year and all sorts of accolades. When you look at the experience at Tiffin, what advice would you give those that are following in your footsteps, so to speak?
It's definitely worth it. I'm meeting a lot of great friends. I'm meeting a lot of great people. So, it's something that if you really put the work into doing and you get there, you just got to enjoy every second of it because, it's a blessing to be there, and it's also one of the hardest things I've ever done. So I'm just enjoying my time there. I'm loving it and falling in love with the grind.
So when you get out there here at halftime, when you get to mid-court or wherever they have you, what are you going to be thinking about when they read your name off?
I'm just going to be thinking about all the times that I spent playing on the floor, and it's different being a spectator watching the games. I'm itching. My legs are shaking, and I'm excited. I just love being in this gym with this community and in this environment.
Well, you must be good luck for them because they're playing pretty good defense right now.
They're playing well.
Yeah, Maurer with a turnaround. I jinxed that right away, and it's 13-10.
It's a nice shot.
Yeah, very nice shot. Well, what do you think about this year's squad since we got you along?
I think they're getting better with every game. They got a lot of young guys, a lot of guys with some inexperience, and I think every game they're seeing improvement. And, I'm just excited with how these guys are playing and the team they're shaping up to be.
It's funny. You take a look at that as I think that was Rylan Paul with the three from the corner, and it makes it 16-10, his first basket of tonight's game. You take a look at it, and, of course, your brother Carter has played a lot, and he's got 700-plus points. And then when you look at that, there's so many more points that've got to be made up. The next is like 150-plus points. So there's a lot of inexperience and a lot of players gaining experience as they move along.
Yep.
Right now the score is 16-12. Botkins with a 4-point lead. As you look back to the really young, when you were in junior high, and started to, probably play a little bit more competitive basketball, did you ever think that you're going to reach this kind of a point where you're going to be able to reach 1,000 points and second, also be able to play at a Division II level?
It was always a dream. You always think about making it to the next level. You always watch the tournament games. Hey!
So you like that?
I do like to see that. I've been getting on him. I told him at some point in time, you got to get to that rim and just throw it up over the top of someone. So I'm glad he's finally listening to me.
That's good advice, I guess. He had a pretty good one there.
Focus on the game.
Yeah, that makes it 18-12. Botkins in the lead on our first National Bank, first scoreboard. 6-point lead for the Trojans. And I got to ask, when you had the opportunity on those breakaways, and you knock one home like that, what is the emotion of that? Guys like me never get to do that kind of thing.
It's just like everything you feel like you bottle it up, and then you just get a chance to just let it all out right there. And especially in a big game like this, it's just hard to contain it. You got to try and stay as level as you can, but sometimes that's just hard.
Say, as you look at what you're doing now at Tiffin, how much of an adjustment has it been?
It is an adjustment. The biggest change is the shot clock. In the Shelby County, you see a lot of long possessions, and now in Tiffin, that's you don't have that opportunity anymore to wait and keep finding a good shot. It gets to, you want to get a great shot, but sometimes you just got to settle for good.
And when you get back down to, you drill back down to the fundamentals of the game, probably, what is the fundamental, I guess, that you go back on the most when you get to the college level that you learned when you were younger as you moved up?
The number one thing to me is shooting the ball well and understanding spacing. Everyone's better, everyone's faster. You got to understand where to be, when to be, and you got to have an ability to just knock down a shot when it's presented to you, because you don't know when it's going to come, and you could come open at the last second, and just you got to be able to knock that shot down.
Number 23 down there, and the other end, Ryan Holscher with the basket, makes it a 5-point game, 19-14. We're talking with Jacob Plyman, one of the honorees tonight here at halftime at Botkins. recognized for scoring 1,000 career points. Can you go and say, is there any 2 or 3 points that you remember the most? I mean, that's a pretty hard question, but as your brother Carter Plyman knocks one home with 3:05 to go.
Number one for me is just 1 point. It's the free throw to seal the game against Richmond Heights in the state semifinals. That is the most nervous I had ever been to shoot a free throw. That is number one. I mean, and that was not a pretty free throw to make either. It bounced on every part of the rim, and I'm just glad I knocked that one down.
22-14 our score. Botkins with the first half lead as we come up on 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Fort Loramie with the basketball. Ryan Holscher at the free throw line. He'll toss it off to Ethan Kaiser. Kaiser into the lane, off the glass. He'll put it up and in, and he'll shoot the free throw. And very competitive here in the Shelby County Athletic League. There's one thing almost every night. You've got to come ready to play, especially when you're on your home floor.
Exactly. This is a must-win game for both teams tonight to solidify yourself as number 3 in the conference. I mean, you got to win this game.
There's the free throw by Kaiser. That makes it a 22-17 game. Kaiser with 6 points on the night. Carter Plyman with the basketball over to the right side. It goes to Colin Dosick over to top. Herzog will have it. Plyman cuts low. Colton Plyman has it and gets it to Dosick. Carter Plyman with the basketball. He has 8 points so far. And they're putting a double team on him. And there's the steal, and Maurer will have it. 15-footer by Caleb Maurer goes in and out. Herzog has his hands on it. Plyman has his hands on it. Carter Plyman on the breakaway. Up and in. And timeout for Loramie. We'll keep it here. Got a few more minutes thanks to your brother making a nice steal there, but he didn't go in and slam that one.
That's one of the ones I'm talking to him about. I mean, you just got to go go have some fun and get up on the rim there.
Looked like the defense might have had a little bit to do with that one, but that was a good move by him, and it's 24-17 as Fort Loramie takes the timeout. Timeouts are all brought to you by Precision Strip. Jacob, thanks for joining us. We'll ride this through. We'll give you a couple minutes to get back down. Us old guys have a tough time going up that ladder, and I know it's not a problem for you. And we really appreciate you coming up and talking with us.
Yep, thank you. I appreciate you having me up here.
Yeah, thanks, Jacob, and good luck at Tiffin, and we'll look forward to hearing how the season progresses and your career does.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Congratulations on your honor as well.
Thank you.
That's Jacob Plyman, one of the honorees here for tonight's contest at halftime. Joins the 1,000-point club. Has joined it, will be officially recognized. Nice plaque on the wall. One of the uniforms. They'll unveil that here at halftime. 8-point lead for Botkins, 24-17 with 1:40 to go here in the first half. Thanks for joining us here on NKTelco Sports as we bring you live basketball action. And a nice chat with Jacob Plyman here while we played in between the first and second quarters and ran over a little bit. But nice to hear what the young man has to say, and it's an 8-point lead for Botkins. Glad he can give good advice to his brother. That's always encouraging. So, and Carter Plyman's having a pretty nice game. He's got 10 points here in the first half. Fort Loramie's going to slow it down as the clock goes under a minute. Coming up on 50 seconds on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Ethan Kaiser out front. There's going to be a foul on Top. Noah Top.
Number 23, Noah Top. That's his second and team sixth. Substitution back into the game for the Trojans, number 1, Colin Dosick.
Colin Dosick will come back in for the Trojans. Talking about the MAC standings, or the Shelby County Athletic League standings. Jackson Center is on top with a 6-1 record. Russia right behind them at 5-1. Then comes Botkins and Fort Loramie with 3-2 records. And that's why tonight's game is so very, very important. A lot of basketball yet to be played. Fort Loramie going for the final shot. They'll hold on to the basketball. Clock coming down to 5 seconds. Maurer inside, back out to Plyman. Got it. The big guy hits it. What a big shot by Austin Plyman. And that pulls his team to within 4 points. So at halftime, our score, Botkins 24, Fort Loramie 20. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Coming back live for our halftime activities here at the Botkins Athletic Complex as a couple of the best basketball players in the school history.
From 2018 to 2022, she was a three-time first-team All-Shelby County Athletic League representative and a one-time second-team selection, as well as being honored by the Southwest District as a two-time honorable mention, one-time third-team, and one-time second-team selection. She left Botkins with a career record of 60 wins and 37 losses. Carmen is tied for first in school history with teammate Boston Paul in career games with 97 and third with those 60 total wins. Carmen scored 374 points her senior season and 367 during her junior season. These totals ranked 5th and 6th respectively in school history, and she used these totals on her way to scoring a career 1,177 points, which ranks 3rd all-time in Botkins history. Carmen currently plays for John Carroll University and majors in exercise science. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Carmen Euchre.
Carmen Euchre being recognized here for her career Botkins point guard 2018 through 22.
Jacob played forward for the Trojans from 2018 to 2022. He was a two-time first-team All-Shelby County Athletic League representative and a one-time second-team selection, as well as being honored by the Southwest District as a one-time second-team and two-time first-team selection. He was also awarded Southwest Player of the Year during his senior season. Jacob was also a two-time All-Ohioan, receiving both first and second team, and started on our state champion and regional runner-up teams. Jacob left Botkins with a career record of 81 wins and 25 losses. Those 81 wins ranked first in school history and are second in Shelby County Athletic League history, and his 106 career games is number 1 in Botkins history. Jacob scored 512 points during his senior season, which ranks number 7th all-time in Botkins history, and that paved the way for a career scoring mark of 1,402 points, which is 3rd most in school history. Jacob currently plays at Tiffin University, and he's majoring in computer science. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jacob Plyman. And tonight we will put an exclamation mark on their stellar Botkins careers as they will help unveil their 1,000 point club jersey.
prevail. The uniform is placed on the wall.
And we'll do a countdown for them.
Point totals.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Jacob and Carmen, congratulations. You have made Botkins proud.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the Internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an Internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Just about ready for the start of our third quarter of basketball action. Exciting contest. The Botkins Trojans jumped out to an 8-point lead here late in the second quarter, but a big three-point shot by Austin Plyman, the 6'5 senior for Fort Loramie, as the Redskins took the clock down. The big guy hit the shot from well beyond the arc, and that made it a 24-20 game, and gave Fort Loramie a little bit of momentum as they move into the locker room. And of course, they'll have the basketball to start the second half of play, I believe. Take that back. Botkins will have the basketball to start play. Possession arrow favors the Trojans. Paul will have the basketball. He'll get it back out to Herzig. Dosick. Back over to top of the key and Berger. Herzog will have it. As the Trojans try to move inside. Herzog's shot no good. Scrap for the rebound. Herzog's going to come down with it. It's going to be a reach, I do believe. Got 7 minutes and 33 seconds to go, and I think we'll start talking right now. Have a special guest, our second special guest of the night, Carmen Huker.
Hi.
And thank you for joining us.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yeah, what did it feel like to stand in center court of a court that you played on probably thousands of times in your life, and be recognized for the 1,000 point of your career? What was it, 1,177 points?
Yes, it was. It was a little nerve-wracking, I won't lie. I was a little nervous. But it's great to be back, honestly, and it's great to be acknowledged with this and with a lot of other people that just had the same accomplishment, and with my classmate Jacob Lyman, honestly. It's nice being by him and being acknowledged for our both hard work and everything.
When you take a look at those 1,177 points, is there any basket or point that stands out in your mind?
Oh, probably probably playing against Mechanicsburg in our tournament game my senior year. My 2 foul shots to help win the game and seal the deal. I will always remember those.
I do remember that contest. That was a major win, that's for sure.
Yes.
When you take a look at the next step, you're at John Carroll, which, by the way, NKTelco Sports is going to be doing one of your games coming up here yet this month at Ohio Northern. When you take a look at the transition, what kind of transition is to go from high school to Division III, which, you know, you are getting some good playing time.
Mm-hmm.
How is the transition for you?
I think the transition, you can tell by the speed of the game. Like, our team is very fast. We have some very fast guards and posts, and we are high on transition. And I think just defensively, the pressure is a lot different because there's pressure 1 through 5, and everyone is just playing hard.
And it seems like there has to be so much more depth on a team to be successful because of the intensity.
Right. We probably play around 10 girls, maybe more than 10 a game, because you don't know who's hitting what day, and everyone can play good. Everyone can play.
When you take a look back on your career, I know you talked about those free throws as Rylan Paul hits his second 3 of the night, and Botkins is up 27-20 as we talk with Carmen Huker here during the third quarter of action on a night in which her and fellow classmate Jacob Lyman were recognized for their 1,000-point accomplishments in their career. When you take a look at that memorable moment outside of those free throws from Mechanicsburg, are there anything else that stands out?
From that game or just the season?
From the season.
I would think another game that really stands out to me was us beating Coldwater. That was our first game of the senior year, and Coldwater has a very talented post that is committed to UD. And I think beating them, it was a really spark to the season because everyone saw us more as an underdog for our small lineup. And I think that game was really fun to play, honestly.
When you take a look at your career now, and you're at John Carroll, very tough school academically, you know, what are your goals as far as degree, and also then perhaps roll it over into what your playing career goals are?
I think as my goals academically is I would like to be a PT, and then that requires a doctorate degree for that. So that is my goal. So that'll be good. And I think playing-wise, my goal is, obviously, for me and as a team, I would like us to win the OAC. And right now this season, we're just fighting to compete. We have a really young team, and we have 2 really talented seniors that are coming back. And I think just for us to get together as a team, and as my years go on, us to work together and be better.
Fort Loramie takes the timeout. All of our timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. Inside the lane goes Kaiser, back out to Plyman. He's at the top of the key. It's a 9-point Botkins lead with 4.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Short jump shot there by Kaiser is good, and it's 29-22. 7-point lead for Botkins as they bring it up court. What do you miss the most about not being able to play high school basketball?
I think just looking into the stands and you see everyone, you know everybody, and you know they're all cheering for you just to win and just to play as a team, and just the environment. And then also going back to school the next day, and then everybody's being like, oh, good job, good game. because they were all there and they all heard about it.
Botkins with a 9-point lead as Plyman hits the shot. Austin Plyman for Fort Loramie. Nice turnaround jump shot. Running right-handed shot by the big man. He's having a pretty nice game here tonight. He's got 5 points. Hit the big 3 right before the half. Carter Plyman with the basketball looking for top. It's going to go out of bounds. And that's going to be a Botkins turnover. 31-24 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. We're talking with Carmen Huker, who is home and recognized here at halftime by Botkins for 1,000 points in her career. And anything else you'd like to add while we're on the air? You want to? What about tonight? This is quite a game.
I know. This is lots of charges are happening, and people are knocking down good shots, honestly. I was a little worried about their first game. There was not Botkins' best game against Loramie, but they are playing well today at home.
This is the kind of emotion I would imagine that maybe at the college level it's a little bit missing. You don't have this many people there normally.
No,
but
that's for sure.
It can get crazy, but your knowledge of basketball, I would imagine, has probably increased tremendously in less than a year.
Right. It definitely helps with just a different set of eyes, like coaching-wise. Just getting used to like different coaching styles. They teach you such new things, and also playing with like girls that have a lot of experience of playing. They teach you as well. They have good IQ, and it really helps.
Well, I thank you very much for joining us. We got about 3 minutes or so to go here in the third quarter, and it's 31-24 Botkins with a 7-point lead as they'll inbound the basketball. Top will inbound it. And I guess anything else you'd like to add to the folks here in Botkins?
Just thank you for having me on here. I really appreciate it.
Well, we certainly are very thankful that we've been able to talk to you, that's for sure. And good luck on your basketball career and your education and all the good things that are in front of you. And we're going to see you against Ohio Northern, because I know we've got that game coming up. And Ohio Northern's playing pretty good right now.
Yes, that'll be a tough game.
Down the lane is Paul. Shot is short. And a rebound comes back to Ethan Kaiser. Or rather, make that Logan Eilerman. Eilerman gets it to Kaiser. Kaiser, 15-footer. Shot doesn't go. Rebound comes down to Plyman. Any thoughts on, well, before you leave, any thoughts on Botkins' play here tonight?
I think they are shooting the ball very well, and I think Carter Plyman is playing very well as well. And I think Rylan Paul's defense today has been remarkable.
Oh, that's a good observation, as Plyman will go inside and he'll pick up another basket. He's got 16 as Botkins' lead is at 9 points. Third quarter action. With the basketball is Kaiser. Kaiser will shoot the three. It's back of the iron, tipped loose, picked up by Holscher. Fort Loramie over to Maurer. Maurer has 7 points, picked up there on the baseline by Herzog. He'll bring it back out. Plyman will get it over to the left side. Ryan Holscher. Noah Top. Into the lane goes Holscher. Short jumper is going to go, and timeout Fort Loramie. We'll take a break as well. Timeouts brought to you by Precision Strip. 1:28 to go in the third period. Botkins 33 and Fort Loramie 26. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique, in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Botkins with the basketball as we're back to play with 1:10 to go here in the third quarter. Whistle down on the baseline. It's been a wild night here. A couple of interviews, a great basketball game, at least from Botkins' perspective. They're up by 7, but it's definitely an intense contest. Herzog wants to go inside. He'll push it out to Dosick. Maurer picks him up, but it goes back out to Carter Plyman. He'll go into the lane. There it is. Shot doesn't roll home, and the rebound will come off to Carter Gasson, number 45. Maurer for 3. Count it. Caleb Maurer. 20 out of 46, 43% on the season coming into tonight's game. He's into double digits with 10 points, pulls his team to within 4 points. Jordan Herzog will rim in and out, and the battle for the rebound comes down to Austin Plyman. Maurer is going to slow it down as we go into the final seconds. Third quarter action from Botkins. Maurer just short at the buzzer. That's the third quarter is history. Our score, Botkins 33, Fort Loramie 29. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Fourth quarter is upon us. Quarter number 4 about to begin. And it's a 4-point Botkins lead at 33-29. Fort Loramie will have the basketball, and Caleb Maurer will handle it. Caleb averaging 17 points per game. 15-foot shot. No good. Rebound Dosick. Dosick up court. Paul. Back over to Berger. Out front to Plyman. Carter Plyman into the lane. Looking back. There's Berger for 3. Got it. Brant Berger. 12 out of 34 on the season coming into tonight's game. 35%, of course, as we mentioned, had the big game against Fort Recovery. Lead goes back to 7 points. Holscher with it, and Paul will draw the foul, I believe. That'll be Paul's second foul. Fort Loramie trying to cut into this lead. Holscher goes inside, and that's going to be an offensive foul against Fort Loramie. Paul will get the ball to Carter Plyman. Plyman will bring it across the timeline. He'll take it to the hoop, up and in. Carter Plyman. He's got 18. And we've got a timeout on the floor. 6:48 to go. Botkins 38, Fort Loramie 29. You are watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Fort Loramie takes the timeout. All timeouts this season sponsored by Precision Strip. 9-point Botkins lead. Fort Loramie with the basketball. Redskins desperately need a score. Maurer goes inside against Plyman. Off the glass, no good. Rebound comes down to Kaiser. Kaiser battling for it. And it's going to go out of bounds and off of Dosick. Dosick trying to plead his case, but that call is going to stand as Austin Plyman, the 6'5 senior, comes back in, and Darren Eilerman will go out. Maurer will inbound it. They want to looking for the lob inside to Plyman, but they'll toss it all the way back out to Logan Eilerman. Maurer. Plyman looks inside as Kaiser runs a cut inside, but he'll come back out, and the ball goes out front. Ryan Holscher with it. Paul is on him. Holscher into the lane. Nice fadeaway. Shot is short, and Jordan Herzog with the rebound. Botkins could stretch this lead into double digits with a score here. Paul, there's the steal. Holscher, big time play, but he can't hit it, but he'll draw the foul, and the two players go to the floor. What a great defensive play by Ryan Holscher. Read it beautifully for the Redskins. He'll draw the foul, and Ryan Holscher will step to the free throw line. Holscher, 12 out of 22 at the line, 55%. Senior at 6'3", shooting the free throws. Here comes free throw number 2. Points at a premium. We've got 5:45 to go, and Holscher will knock home the second, and that makes it an 8-point game. Fort Loramie's going to pressure. Plyman. Carter Plyman with the basketball across the timeline. Into the lane, dishes it off to his brother Colton. Back out front to Dosick. 5.5 minutes to go. It goes over to Herzog. Battle inside now. Dosick gets it to Carter Plyman. Paul is out front. Plyman dishes it off to Colton Plyman. Got it. 15-footer by Colton Plyman. His first basket, and with 5:11 to go, it's a 10-point lead for Botkins. Boy, what a difference from the first meeting. 56-21, Fort Loramie with the big win. Tonight, Botkins with a 10-point lead. Maurer wants to go into the lane, but can't do it. They'll get it back out to Kaiser. Kaiser loses the ball. Paul almost comes up with a steal as he goes sliding in front of the scorer's table. Picked up by his teammates, and Ryan Holscher will inbound it. Holscher will handle it. Working the baseline is Eilerman. Inside comes Holscher, and that's going to be a charge as Paul will have position. So with 4:29 to go, it's a 10-point difference. Inbounds pass almost stolen, and it is. Maurer will come up with it. He'll pull it back out. Reset, goes inside, blocked by Plyman, gets the rebound. Does Maurer, but Plyman ends up with it in the end. Herzog into the lane. Shot no good, but Paul somehow manages to come up with a basketball. And there's a foul out front. That'll be on Ethan Kaiser. 5'11" senior for the Redskins. That'll be his second foul. Carter Plyman tosses it into Dosick, and Trojans will move it to Herzog. Plyman is down low. Colton Plyman out front. Dosick gets it to Plyman, who'll draw the foul. That's going to be on Ryan Holscher, as tried to prevent Carter Plyman from getting the pass in the blocks. Noah Top will come back into the lineup, a sophomore. Noah Top had a couple of big threes early in this game in the first quarter. Carter Plyman, free throw a little bit too strong. Plyman 66% on the season. It's going to go out of bounds on the defensive play there by Herzog. Maurer tosses it into Austin Plyman. Maurer has it, looks inside, pass goes to Austin Plyman. Turnaround, shot is good. Austin Plyman picks up his 6th and 7th points. Another nice move by the senior. And it's an 8-point Botkins lead. Top with it. Picked up by Maxwell Maurer. If I get that number right. Yep, he's in the lineup, number 34. Here comes Dosick, back over to Herzog. Botkins is going to run their offense, and they'll draw the foul. And that's going to put, Fort Loramie has 8 fouls, so Noah Top will go to the line. Top has been getting more play on the varsity here as of recent games. 4 out of 10 at the free throw line on the season for Top. He'll get a chance to shoot right here. It's short. Plyman with a rebound. Lots of time. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Clock dips under 3 minutes. These two teams are 3-2 in Shelby County Athletic League play. Maurer tries to go inside, pushes it back out to Kaiser. Kaiser to Holscher. Holscher into the lane. Plyman has it in the corner. He'll make a move on Colton Plyman. Turnaround jumper. This time it doesn't go. Out of bounds. Looks like it's going to be off Top's hands.
Back into the game for the Trojans, number 2, Rylan Paul.
Rylan Paul will come in. Austin Plyman with it. Back over to Maurer. Plyman goes inside, and boy, what a battle's going on there between Colton Plyman and Austin Plyman. Maurer for 3. Chased down by Eilerman. Maurer wants to handle it inside. Back out to Ireland. Ball on the floor. Fadeaway. Shot no good. Rebound comes down to Colton Plyman. There's going to be a foul. It's going to go against Ethan Kaiser. Oh, it goes against Austin Plyman. That'll be his second. Austin Plyman with the foul. And Colton Plyman will step to the free throw line. So another sophomore at the line in tonight's game. Colton 3 out of 5, 60%. Free throw a little bit too strong, and rebound comes down to Maurer. Maurer fires the three and finds it. Timeout, Fort Loramie. Full timeout. Our timeouts all brought to you by Precision Strip and Fort Loramie within 5. 1:55 to go. Our score, Botkins 40, Fort Loramie 35. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Lots of time on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. 1:55 as Fort Loramie trying to rally from that 10-point deficit. They've pulled to within 5. They've cut it in half, and Carter Plyman will go right up against Caleb Maurer. He'll be double teamed. Down to Paul, gets it back over to Berger. They break the pressure. Paul has it. Herzog wants to go to the baseline. And this time the call is going to go against number 34, which is Maxwell Maurer. We saw him a good deal in the junior varsity contest. Had a nice game there, and he'll pick up his second foul here.
At the line, number 24, Jordan Herzog.
Jordan Herzog will step to the free throw line. 65% free throw shooter. And he'll hit nothing but nylon. And that's exactly what Botkins is on the season. 94 out of 144 coming into tonight's game. They shoot 65% from the free throw line, and that's exactly Herzog's number. Let's see if he can push this lead to 7 points. He gets the roll, and the lead now is 42-35, 7 points. Maurer, who's sensational, 15-footer, got it. Boy, you just can't count Fort Loramie out as Caleb Maurer's got 15, and the lead is 5. Dosick. Back over to Herzog. Now Dosick will have it. Into the lane, pushes it over to Plyman. Fouled there by Maurer. And Carter Plyman will go to the free throw line.
That's his second. Botkins remains in the 2-shot bonus.
66% free throw shooter. Good time to hit one. Fort Loramie with 10 fouls, and Botkins will be shooting a second free throw there. And he has 20 points, and it's 44-37. Maurer with it. Kaiser over on the right side. Maurer, that's a long-range three. Shot no good, and Herzog clears the boards and gets the rebound. Up court is Paul. He'll take a dribble in and bring it back out, and Paul will draw the foul as Maurer commits the personal. That's his third foul. Ryland Paul in anguish on that one as it just bounces in and out. 11 out of 21 from the free throw line this season for the junior. Second toss is good. 8-point Botkins lead. Clock counting down. 40 seconds. Plyman. Maurer. Fort Loramie's got to score and score quickly. Back out. Plyman will put it up and hit nothing but net. 10 points for Austin Plyman. Keeps Fort Loramie in it, as you can see, the clock counting down. Plyman trying to get it over to Dosick, tipped away. Up court, there's the steal by Carter Plyman. He's going to go to the corner, and he'll pull it back out and just handle the basketball and draw the foul from Logan Eilerman. As Botkins very patient with the basketball. And with 7 seconds remaining, Carter Plyman can pretty much wrap this one up with a couple of free throws. He'll connect. Second free throw is good. He has 22 points. And the clock counting down. Maurer's shot no good, and that's going to be it. Botkins with a 14-point fourth quarter comes away with an impressive 47-40 win. We'll be back and take a look at this contest one more time. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Back here at Botkins, we'll recap this one very quickly. The Trojans jumped out to a 13-8 lead, and they held that lead throughout three quarters, 33-29. Then in the final quarter, they stretched it out a bit and pushed it into double digits before taking a 7-point lead. All of our information here brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Carter Plyman led all scorers with 22 points. Caleb Maurer with 15. Austin Plyman had 10 for Fort Loramie. And Ryland Paul had 7 for the Trojans, as Carter Plyman had a superb contest. You know, you look back over the course of this game, first quarter was 13-8 Botkins, but a good example, Noah Top connected on 2 threes early in that first quarter. And also Brant Berger hit a 3 to get the Trojans off to a real good start. And then Botkins maintained the lead, played some pretty good basketball throughout. Tough loss for Fort Loramie. They did rally and pulled very closely to it. They fall to 9-3 overall on the season, 3-3 in league play. Botkins now is 7-4 and 4-2 in league play. And, of course, pending the outcomes of some of the other contests here tonight, it'll be interesting to see how things shake out in the Shelby County Athletic League. For Fort Loramie, they will play Yellow Springs in the 4:30 game on Sunday. That's January the 15th, in as they host the Martin Luther King Classic. Got some great basketball all coming up from Fort Loramie, starting with starting with Anna and Liberty Benton at noon, and then followed by Russia and Willard. Then at 3 o'clock, St. Mary's Memorial against Lexington. Then the 4:30 game, Fort Loramie and Yellow Springs. 6 o'clock game has Marion Local playing Springfield Shawnee, and then Minster meets Miami East in the finale at 7:30. Some great basketball to be played at Fort Loramie. For Botkins, this is win number 4 in a row. They'll play tomorrow night at Parkway against the Panthers, and then Tuesday, January the 17th, the big league contest. They'll go on the road and play Russia, and then follow it up the following week at Jackson Center. So the work is cut out for the Tigers, or for the Trojans, as we move along in this season. So a couple of big league games approaching for the Botkins Trojans. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here tonight. First, let's select a player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco. And our player of the game tonight, 22 points. Hard to select anyone else, as Carter Plyman, our player of the game, brought to you by NKTelco. Again, I'd like to thank all of our sponsors tonight: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Winners Meats, and NKTelco. Additional sponsors for tonight's broadcast: Burke Petroleum, Chiltech LLC, Cy Schredeman Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, St. Henry Bank, and Wilson Health. Keys to the game tonight brought to you as always by Keyhole Pizza. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank, Think First. Starting lineup sponsor, Emerson Climate Technologies. Timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Player of the game, NKTelco. Also like to remind you that you can watch tonight's contest once again on NKTelco, on NKTelco Channel 3, or in HD on Channel 503, Wednesday, January the 25th at 9 p.m. and Sunday, January the 29th at 3 p.m. And you can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Once again, our final score from Botkins: the Botkins Trojans 47, Fort Loramie 40. I'm Dave Helmstetter, and you have been watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.